Hello, Toyota fans. So we have an interesting Choro-Q. I just bought it because it looked cool. You know, a yellow and green 2000 GT. Never seen one. Turns out that Choro-Q actually modeled this after this speed trial car. I guess the original burnt away because it was running magnesium wheels when magnesium is a very flammable material. But Toyota made a replica of it, and so that's probably what this is based off of. Okay, so it's not totally identical because I think Takara made this body for the regular street versions and then later on just added this livery to it. The reason why is because this clearly doesn't have four fog lights down here, four headlights down here, just two. You might be wondering why the atrocious gap there. It's because these headlights actually do pop up here. So it's a gimmick, it's a toy, so you know, little kids probably love that stuff. Whatever. Okay. So here's a review here. Sorry, it's a little big. Alrighty. Not as much detail in the back, like these little reflectors, you know, it's not painted here, although it does have a physical bump there. But one thing here, these vents on the hood are actually printed on, so that's pretty good. Okay, let's take a closer look now. So the printing is nice, you know, because it's not a decal, it's actually a tampo print of some sort. It's really crisp as well. These are your standard 5 spokes from ChoroQ. This thing is from 2005. Alrighty. And it just says Speed Trial 2000 GT. Some red paint there for all the taillights, I think. It's kind of masked away by the coin holder, but I think there's some color there. I don't think it's red though. I think it might be black, those inner circles. You can see this is a really smoked plastic. You can see a little bit of the light back here. And they're trying to hide the motor, that's why. So, yeah, you got some ribbing detail here, some vent details. That printing looks nice. Really fine lines on this plastic. Alright. And then some bumps here. Oh, I guess these are fog lights or some. Maybe there's the turn signals on the real car. I'm not really sure. But there should be silver paint there. Okay, a little dimple there. Maybe that's like an antenna. I don't see it on the real photograph, so I'm not sure. I'm also not sure where the fuel filler is on this vehicle. I don't see it on the photographs. Actually, I think it might be right here. Well, anyways. Speed, little bumps here for the roof. Okay, well, it's an interesting one. As I say, I just got it because of the color choice. Alright, so let's take this thing apart. I 3D modeled some standard 2000 GT wheels. Let's take this guy off here. There we go. So this motor. Well, I'm going to reuse these tires, so I might as well take them off now. A bit easier while it's on the base. Whoa, this tire's pretty. This front one's kind of hard. The front tire is really hard, harder than the other ChoroQs. The rear's not a problem. Okay, so now this can all come out. So I just want to touch on the construction of this thing. So you have the different piece of plastic for the glass, of course, but it actually has these tabs, and that's what's holding those headlights in place. And the headlights just have this lever. So very simple yet effective construction. Okay, so I 3D printed my own wheels here that are like the originals. Right. And that's that. Okay. So now we'll see here. Yeah, you can now see these are silver. I thought they were black, but those taillights are silver, obviously. Okay. Let's pop this thing back together. I may have cross-threaded that. No, it's just exceptionally tight for some reason. Okay, so there we go. Now it has original Toyota style wheels. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's compare it to a couple other toys here. Alright, so what would we look at first? The first one would be the 1/64 scale variation made by Kyosho. Alright, so you can clearly see in 1/64 scale it's a very low slung vehicle. Okay, I think this is considered the first supercar made by Japan. Alright, a couple of the Toyotas. We have a Toyota Supra, but it has an Esso Ultraflow livery. And then a Trueno from the Initial D franchise. And I 3D printed my own wheels for this one. That one's cool, it has little side mirrors as well. And then we'll do a Celica here. I think it is the second generation Celica. Alright. Yeah, that second generation Celica is pretty big. They're all running the same motors, you know, and that's what's dictating this, the similar sizes of all these things. But even so, the Celica seems to have a really wide body compared to all the other ones. Okay. Well, so it's interesting, you know, I just buy models that look cool, or in this case funny, but I actually learned a little bit about the real world. You know, this car is a replica of something that used to run around high-speed test tracks. It was a testing vehicle. Alright, well, I will see you the next time I get a ChoroQ. Thanks.